All
You are
right.
now.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Virtual College Exploration for all Illinois students, sponsored by the Illinois Association for College Admissions Counseling and StriveScan. I want to give you guys a few housekeeping items before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at IACAC.org. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website, IACAC.org. I'd like to now turn over to our presenters.
All right. Awesome. Thank you. So my name is Cassie Cunningham, and I'm an admission counselor at the University of Akron from Akron, Ohio. I specifically work with all students from the state of Illinois, so I am very happy that you guys are here with me this afternoon or this evening to learn a little bit more about the University of Akron. The University of Akron is a large public institution, again, located in Akron, Ohio. We have 17,800 students, over that number, enrolled at the University of Akron. We also have a pretty large freshman class. Even with COVID, we were able to have over 2,600 students enroll with us this fall, only a few weeks ago. And this is their average GPA and ACT and SAT scores from that class. You can see their average GPA was about a 3.5, ACT was a 23, and SAT was 1260. Now, we are test optional this upcoming school year, so you might see that these averages will change in the future as we look at the averages for the 2021 class and so on. And I'll share a little bit more information later on in the session on what that means for admission and what that means for scholarship consideration. But I always like to share those GPA and test score markers. We do accept above and below these averages, but you do get a great snapshot of what an average student looks like when they're admitted to the University of Akron from their high school. We also have a very diverse student population with 46 states represented on our campus, which does include the lovely home state of Illinois for you guys. And we do have more than 70 different foreign countries represented in our student body. So the nice thing about the University of Akron is that you do get the opportunity to learn a lot about the world around you without necessarily having to leave the University of Akron's campus. The city of Akron also is the 5th largest city in Ohio, so there is a lot of diversity in the Akron area as well. You'll be able to experience a lot of different cultural opportunities both on and off campus at UA. We also have here a list of our popular areas of study. These are the popular areas from the class of 2020, so the students that joined us last fall, or I guess this fall. And I just wanted to share some basic information about some of our top programs so you have a good idea about some of those very popular programs that our students decide to pursue at the University of Akron. Now, I do want to let you know that we have over 200 different majors to choose from. So although we have a list of about 10 different majors here, we do have a lot more to offer other than these few categories. Now, engineering is going to be our largest major at the University of Akron. This is the major that we're most well known for, as well as the most populated major on campus. Our engineering program has about 8 different disciplines that we offer to students, ranging from computer engineering, aerospace systems, corrosion engineering, electrical, mechanical, civil, and a lot of other examples as well. Our engineering program does have the 5th oldest co-op experience, which is just a fancy word for internship. So our students do have the option to extend their time at the University of Akron to 5 years instead of 4 years for a bachelor's of science and engineering. And that 5th year is a co-op experience. So they're normally, you're taking a semester off here and there, doing some things over the summer. And normally our engineering students graduate with between 3 to 4 engineering co-op experiences. And that's why our engineering program does have such a high job placement rate, right around about 95%, because these engineering co-op experiences are normally paid between $18 to $24 an hour and can be whether at like Cleveland, they could be in Akron, or they could even be in Illinois if you wanted to stay closer to the Chicago area. Our business program is another popular program. Our College of Business Administration is AACSB accredited, which only 1% of global business colleges, so that's worldwide, have this accreditation. So what that means is our business school has been highly vetted it's constantly under the microscope for not only job opportunities and job placement, but also the quality of academics within our business program. So again, being in the city and the heart of Akron, our students do have the opportunity to participate in a wide variety of internship opportunities through our College of Business at a variety of Fortune 500 companies that are located in downtown Akron and the suburbs. And you also have the opportunity to stay in Chicago over the summer or during a time of your choice to do an internship in your area as well. Our nursing program is direct admit, and we have 3 major health hospitals within about 3 blocks of campus. So our students are able to walk if they want to a lot of these clinical rotation opportunities. And those could be at Akron Children's or Akron General's, which are both affiliates of the Cleveland Clinic, or you could participate in a clinical rotation at Summa Health, which again, those are all about 3 blocks from campus. And again, it's a direct admit program. Our biology route is a very popular program for our students who are interested in pre-med or any pre-health program like dent or optometry, pharmacy, vet, or any of those additional pre-health programs. So our students could either do biology, biomedical science, biomedical engineering, or even biochemistry for a lot of those academic programs. Our pre-health programs do have a few different early assurance programs specifically for pre-med. So what that means is you can apply early to med school at either NeoMed, the Northeast Ohio Medical University, or at LECOM, the Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine. LECOM is located in Erie, Pennsylvania, which is about 2 hours from the University of Akron's campus. And NeoMed, the Northeast Ohio Medical University, is not far from the campus, which is located in Reedstown, Ohio, about 25 to 30 minutes from the University of Akron's campus. The early assurance program lets students apply earlier than the average med student and be, again, early assured that they're ready to go with med school. They still need to take the MCAT, but you do get to apply a little bit earlier than the average med student. You don't have to participate in this early assurance program, though. If you have another idea of where you'd like to go, you can certainly explore those options too. Our College of Education is affiliated with the LeBron James Family Foundation. So LeBron James, the NBA basketball player, was born and raised in Akron, Ohio, and he's given a lot of money not only to the University of Akron, but the city of Akron itself. So LeBron James opened a elementary, middle, and high school recently, about a few years ago, and again, that services K all the way up to grade 12. So our LeBron James Family Foundation College of Education does connect very closely with his I Promise School, which is in downtown Akron, for field experiences and student teaching opportunities, but our students can also go to a variety of other locations for student teaching opportunities that could range from urban, rural, or even suburban schools. Our sports science and wellness, it would be exercise science. So if students are looking for pre-PT or physical therapy, occupational therapy, they could follow those plans. Psychology is another popular area, criminal justice, computer science, and computer information systems. We do have a full art school at the University of Akron, and communications is also a very popular program for our students. I also wanted to share some information about academic support. So the first thing that students will receive when they enroll at the University of Akron over the summer is an academic advisor within their major. So unlike some other colleges or universities that might give you a first-year advisor for the full first year as a freshman or maybe the first semester, we would give students an academic advisor within their program. So if you're a nursing major, you would have an academic advisor within the College of Health Professions and the nursing program. If you're interested in engineering, you'd have an advisor within the College of Engineering. So you would not have just a general advisor at UA, which is really nice because you get to hear from the experts from day one. Additionally, our Office of Academic and Retention Support provides additional assistance to students who are receiving scholarships from the University of Akron. So for those students who might need to maintain a cumulative GPA of a specific level in order to renew any merit-based scholarships provided to students from the University of Akron, the Office of Academic and Retention Support is going to be able to ensure that you are staying on the right path through academic coaching, through progress reports and check-in meetings, and individualized plans to ensure you're receiving that scholarship in the future. Our average class size at the University of Akron is between 25 and 30 students. So although we do service 17,800 students at the University of Akron, we do keep our class sizes relatively small. And all of our students do receive free tutoring in a variety of academic courses. So if you do need any additional assistance with any classes, that is free of charge, so students can do that and get the assistance that they need. We do have a wide variety of outside of the classroom experiences, ranging from study abroad to research opportunities. We are a Tier 1 research facility, so if you are interested in a STEM-based academic program that may benefit from participating in undergraduate research opportunities, we have plenty of great chances for you to get involved in that. Additionally, if you are interested in studying abroad while you're in college, a very common myth for studying abroad is that you have to be a specific major, you have to speak the language of the country that you're going to, or that you have to pay a lot of money to do that. It's expensive. Those three myths are very common to think of while you're considering studying abroad, but they're all not true. So at the University of Akron, you do not need to be a specific academic program or major to study abroad. It also is a lot more affordable than students think, especially if they're receiving class credit for studying abroad. A lot of students are able to apply for a variety of study abroad-based scholarships, sometimes use federal financial aid or even federal student loans to help finance them being able to go and study abroad in another country. And again, that last myth is that you have to speak the language of the location you're going to. Again, that is not true, depending on the different program you might be interested in. My fondest memory from college was studying abroad for a month when I was in college in Germany. And I was an education major, so realistically, I wasn't doing anything with education. I didn't speak any German, and I was able to use some federal aid to help me get over there. So it turned out to be a lot more cost effective than I had thought. So I do encourage our students, if they are interested in studying abroad, to connect with our global education office so they can chat a little bit more about maybe the time length, a budget they might have, some different countries that they might be interested in going to decide what the best plan of action would be for them. Additionally, our campus does have a 92% job placement rate. So that means within 6 months of graduation or sooner, our graduates were employed or decided to continue their education. So that could mean they went to grad school, they went to med school, or something like that within 6 months of graduation. So that is well above the national average, which normally clocks in right about 85%. Additionally, our Career Center makes a lot of those opportunities happen for our students. So we do have the very standard Career Center opportunities that you probably have heard from other colleges and universities, like resume building, mock interviews, Skype interviews, career fairs, etiquette lunches. We have our own database called Handshake for co-op and internship opportunities. But our most unique opportunity our Career Center offers is the Career Closet, where students can go and rent out a variety of sizes, styles, and types of business professional clothing, whether that's for a business professional presentation that their professor requested that they dress in, or it might be an interview or for an on-campus job or maybe an internship. So if you don't have any of those items, or maybe you're 6.5 hours away in Akron and can't get home for the weekend to pick up any of those materials or wardrobe items, you can always stop in our Career Center and pick those up if you need anything. We do have a very vibrant campus life at the University of Akron with over 340 different student organizations to get involved in. So these student organizations range from national Greek organizations that are pictured in the center. So if you're interested in fraternity or sorority life, we do have multiple Panhellenic, National Panhellenic, and Interfraternity Council fraternities and sororities at the University of Akron. So if you're looking to combine leadership, service, and academics, that might be a great way to kind of balance all three of those main pillars of Greek life. We also have esports that's pictured on the left-hand side. So we are the 3-time national champions of Rocket League, and we have a variety of other varsity sports or esports that we participate in addition to Rocket League. So that might range from Rainbow Six Siege to Fortnite to Minecraft and a few other options as well. So our students really enjoy that esports option to compete at the varsity level, which students are recruited. They might receive some financial aid or scholarships associated, and they normally have to try out for that varsity team as well. We also have undergraduate student government, National Society of Black Engineers, marching band. We have 3 a cappella groups on campus. Our ZIPS programming network provides a lot of very large events on campus. A few years ago, they brought Nick Jonas to campus for a free concert, so they keep things really exciting and fun on campus. We also have our own TV station on campus, ZTV, and WZIP is our radio station. It is one of the most listened to radio stations in the country. So if you're ever in the Akron-Canton area, definitely tune in to 88.1 WZIP. We also have a wide variety of spiritual and cultural organizations for our students to get involved in. We are a Division I athletic program, so we are part of the Mid-American Conference, or the MAC. our students do receive free admission to all of the home athletic events with their student ID, which is what we call the zip card. And our largest student organization on campus is the AK Rowdies, which is our student section at UA for our Zips athletics. And this is an organization that's super easy to join. All you have to do is show up and sit in the student section area and cheer on your Zips. They have a special area that students can sit in and cheer from. You also get a free t-shirt when you join, and the AK Rowdies typically provide a large variety of tailgating events before the games. They normally will provide transportation to some of our away games. So other colleges and universities that compete in the Mid-American Conference that you might be familiar with would be Northern Indiana University, Western Michigan, Central Michigan, Bowling Green State University, University of Toledo, Miami of Ohio. So those are just a few other Mid-American Conference affiliates that we compete against. Our rec center is also nationally ranked. So our Student Recreation and Wellness Center is one of the nicest rec centers in the country. So I would encourage you to go on our website at uakron.edu/wellness and check that out and see what our rec center looks like. It is one of our favorite spots on campus. A lot of our students love spending time there, and it is the hub for our intramural and club sports. So if you are competing at maybe the high school level and you're interested in still staying competitive and staying active in college, that might be an opportunity for you to get involved. We have a wide variety of University of Akron traditions, but I just wanted to point out that this year we are celebrating our 150th anniversary of the University of Akron. So we've been around for quite some time, and we have been around for that long and generated a lot of alumni throughout those 150 years. So we do have 180,000 alumni worldwide. And I also wanted to point out that our nickname is the Zips, and we're named the Zips because B.F. Goodrich, who is the founder of Goodyear Tire and Rubber, that is the headquarters in Akron, Ohio. He created these rubber shoes that had zippers on them, and he put them on his employees' shoes to keep them safe and away from the burned rubber and everything like that as they were creating the tires. And these rubber shoes were called the Zips because they had a big zipper on the top of the rubber-soled shoes. So we do kind of call upon our Akron city traditions and history to create that nickname. Our mascot is Zippy, and she is a kangaroo. She is one of only a few college mascots that is a female, which is awesome. We know that Zippy is a female kangaroo because she has a pouch in the front, and only female kangaroos have that, and that's to hold their joeys. I also wanted to share some information about living on campus with you guys. So we do have a wide variety of different residential hall options for first-year students. They can live in our traditional style dorms, which has a bathroom down the hall. So the entire floor would share that bathroom. We also have some suite-styled options that include the bathroom inside of the room. So it's like a hotel. And that is private, and it's only shared between you and your roommate. We also have some apartment-styled options. So students can stay in those fully furnished through the University of Akron apartments that come with a bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, dining area, and living room space as well. But regardless of the style of residence hall you live in, these are all the amenities listed on the right-hand side. So they're going to have central air conditioning, which is great when you want to control the temperature of your specific room. They also have free laundry. And at the University of Akron, our students get to select their exact room. So rather than just listing your top 3 or 4 residence halls that you'd like to live in, our students actually, as first years, get to go in and select which residence hall room they want to reserve. So they can go ahead and do that within about a 3-week time span over the summer, which is really, really cool. And I wanted to also mention we only have a 1-year on-campus living requirement. So as an out-of-state student, if you want to move off campus and live in a house or an apartment after your first year, you're more than welcome to do that. Or if you want to stay on campus after that point, you're more than welcome to do that as well. We have plenty of space on our campus, but we do like to give our students the option to either stay on campus or decide to get a little bit more independence and leave campus and stay within the Akron area. Most of our students do live within about a 5-mile radius if they do decide to live off campus eventually. I did want to share a video, a 360-degree view of one of our residence halls. This is Spicer Residence Hall. And this one is similar to our South and our Honors Residence Hall. All of our residence halls at the University of Akron have a twin or a carbon copy, so they all look very, very similar. And then this residence hall also has the in-suite restroom. So it is a private bathroom, so you're sharing it just between you and your roommate. So again, here's that central air conditioning panel, and everything in wood is provided to you from the University of Akron. So we have the desk, the chair, this half dresser, the bed, and the bed frame are also included. These students decided to loft their bed so they could have a little bit more storage underneath. And then over here, we have the larger closets or wardrobes. So you can always move these however you want. If you don't like the way that these people have it set up, you can feel free to move it. And then the bathroom is over here. You can't see it by the way that the video is taken, but it does have a walk-in shower. So it's not a tub, it's a walk-in shower. It also includes a toilet and a sink, and the medicine cabinet or the mirror opens out for additional storage. The other residence hall that I wanted to show you really briefly is Spanton Residence Hall. So again, its carbon copy would be Bulger Residence Hall. And this has the community restroom that's professionally cleaned. This one has, again, the 2 double beds. These are lofted. Again, you can't see the half dresser that's included here for storage based off of the way that they made their beds, but they do have that half dresser over here. They have the bed, the desk, the wardrobe, and then the central air conditioning panel is over here. You just can't see it with the door. But this specific residence hall does have a common space area too. So this one is a quad. So there's 2 other people that live in this store behind here, and this common space area that you can see has a couch, a table, like a coffee table, a side table, and 2 chairs included in the room. And this is normally a common area that the 2 rooms that they share that common space hang out. So you could bring a microwave, a fridge, a Keurig, just things that you would want to share with those other 2 people. So again, 4 total people, 2 bedrooms, and 1 common living room in those rooms. We also have double rooms as well in that residence hall, but the only videos that we have of that residence hall that's 360 is the quad option. We have a lot of different meal plan options for students who live on campus. It is required unless you live in one of the apartments to have one of these 3 meal plans. We also have some smaller meal plans available for commuting students. I just don't have them listed here. But our blue plan is the most popular just because it's very centered on, and it gives a lot of variety. So the block meals are good at Rob's, the all you care to eat restaurant on campus. It's very traditional style dining with a few different options of stations that you can go to, and then you can sit down and hang out with your friends and then stay as long as you want. Whereas the dining dollars are good at any of our chain restaurants, so the Panda Express, the 3 Starbucks, the 2 Chick-fil-A's, the 2 smoothie bars that we have on campus, and a few other spots on campus as well. So those work kind of like a credit or a debit card that you would just have that amount of money for the semester, and then we would load another set of the dining dollars and the guest meals and the dining dollars and everything like that, block meals, for the next semester. I mentioned that the Akron area is the 5th largest city in Ohio, so there is a lot of opportunity in the city of Akron. There's, like I mentioned, a lot of Fortune 500 companies like Goodyear Tire and Rubber that I had mentioned earlier when I was talking about why we're called the Zips, but a few other Fortune 500 companies in the area include Joann Fabrics, located in Stowe, which is about 5 minutes from campus. That might be a spot that some students might live in since it's not too far. We also have First Energy, which is an energy company also named after the Cleveland Browns stadium. So First Energy has provided a lot of money to the Cleveland Browns to name their stadium. We also have JM Smuckers, which is Smuckers Jams and Jellies. So that's another spot that a lot of our students will do internship and rotations at. If you're a business student or accounting and are looking for like an accounting firm, we do have a Big 4 accounting firm, Ernst & Young, located in downtown Akron. So those are just a few of the many Fortune 500 companies that are located in Akron for plenty of opportunities for academic and resume growth. We also have a lot of recreational activities. So we do have 13 metro parks in the area. So if you like to get off campus and walk or bike or hike on a variety of different trails, you would certainly have the opportunity to do that at the University of Akron. If you're a foodie like me and like to try a lot of new things, we have a lot of different restaurants within walking distance of the University of Akron's campus. We are about 3 blocks from downtown. And then the Akron Art Museum is free for students with their zip card, their student ID. The Akron Rubber Ducks is the farm team for the Cleveland Indians baseball team. So they are a minor league baseball team where there might be a lot of rising MLB stars that might start out at a minor league baseball team. And then this is also a great spot for any injured Indians to maybe play and practice as they get rehabilitated based off of their injury. So you might see some famous athletes at those as well. So those are just a few examples of some of our opportunities within the Akron area. But again, we have a very vibrant campus life, so our students do enjoy the opportunity to stay on campus and participate in a lot of the different student organizations we offer, but also have the opportunity to get off campus and try some new things as well. So the main differences for our application compared to last year are going to be listed under that supplemental materials list. So I did want to let you guys know that you can apply whenever you're ready on our application at uakron.edu/apply or through the common application. Either one's fine. We don't have a preference, whatever is most convenient for you. We don't have an essay included this year on our application. And then we also have gone ahead and waived our $50 application fee. So in the past, we have included a $50 application fee, both for our application and the common app. But this year we have just gone ahead and waived it for both applications. So there isn't a huge benefit to applying either way because it's free on both sides. So again, whatever is convenient for you. You won't be prompted to submit an application fee, and you also won't be prompted to submit a NACAC fee waiver if you're eligible for that either. So you don't need to submit either of those two items. Additionally, we have gone test optional for the fall 2021 class. So if you have not had the opportunity to take the ACT or the SAT, don't worry about that. You can go ahead and apply without that. And so therefore, we would just need your high school transcript in order to consider you for admission. In a minute, I'm going to share some information about our scholarship opportunities at the University of Akron, but please know that if you apply test optional, you will still be considered for admission, as well as some scholarship opportunities at the University of Akron too. Once we receive your high school transcript and the application, it typically takes about 2 weeks on average for us to get you a decision back. The honors program is also going to be test optional this year. So in the past, the Williams Honors College preferred criteria was a 3.5 cumulative GPA and either a 27 on the ACT or a 1280 on the SAT. This year, their preferred GPA is a 3.5, and students who have that preferred GPA can go ahead and apply to the honors program without test scores. Please note that this is a separate application, so if you'd like to apply to the honors program, you would need to complete their application that can be found at uakron.edu/honors. In addition to the honors application, they do base their admissions decisions on academic credentials, essays, list of activities, honors, awards, and achievements submitted alongside of the application, and students who are admitted into the honors program will receive an additional scholarship, priority registration. They'll get their own honors advisor, and we do have some specific honors courses too. If you would like to apply to the honors program and be considered for some of our prestigious scholarships, which may be full tuition and some housing opportunities, you would want to apply to the honors program before January 4th to be considered for those larger scholarships. Those are by interview only, and the interviews are invitation only as well. So the interviews would be virtual this year, but you'd have to apply again by January 4th and be invited to participate in one of those interview opportunities. So getting back to the scholarships that I had mentioned that you'd still be considered for, even if you apply without test scores, we have our Akron Guarantee Scholarship, which is available to any student, regardless of whether they're from Ohio or not. And this is a merit-based scholarship. So when you apply to the University of Akron, if you have at least a 3.0 cumulative GPA, you will automatically receive this scholarship. In addition to it being automatic, we will accept updated materials until May 1st. So what that means is if you increase your GPA at any time during your senior year before May 1st, you can send us an updated transcript and we would reevaluate you for scholarship opportunities. In addition to the tests, the transcripts being able to be resubmitted up until May 1st, we will also receive and review updated ACT and SAT scores. So for example, if you apply test optional, and then you are able to take the ACT, and that might change the scholarship amount that you're receiving, you're more than welcome to submit an updated test score or a first test score until May 1st. That's the same as if you've already taken the ACT or SAT and you're working to get a better score. You can submit a new score up until May 1st. So again, if a student is not eligible for this Akron Guarantee Scholarship initially when they apply, maybe they have a 2.998 GPA, and after their first semester of high school, they do really well, and their GPA goes from a 2.998 to a 3.0, they can submit that updated transcript that shows the 3.0 cumulative GPA, and now they'll be eligible for a scholarship through the University of Akron, which is great. In addition to the Akron Guarantee Scholarship with a minimum 3.0 cumulative GPA, our out-of-state folks, so all of you guys would be also eligible for the Akron Advantage Award. So this is an exclusive out-of-state student scholarship, which helps close the gap between in-state and out-of-state tuition. Again, I do need to see at least a 3.0 cumulative GPA in order to award this scholarship, and we will continue to receive updated materials for this scholarship until May 1st. So if, again, you're kind of at that 2.998 threshold and you're not eligible for the Akron Guarantee or the Akron Advantage, but after that first semester you are, you can feel free to send your updated transcript to reflect that. Now, the Akron Advantage is a flat scholarship at $3,000. So there's no additional upgrades or anything like that. Whereas the Akron Guarantee Scholarship starts at $1,000 and can go all the way up to $7,500. I'll get to some additional information about the Akron Guarantee Scholarship in a minute, but I did want to share that these 3 scholarships under Apply for More are additional applications that you can complete through the University of Akron to be considered for additional scholarships. So the Underrepresented Student Scholarship will be opening here very soon, and those are for students that may have a history of overcoming adversity, of extreme leadership, or academic experience. They could also be first generation, students from an urban area, students from an Appalachian country or county. So there's a lot of other things outside of underrepresented that we consider. And there is an essay associated with the scholarship, and it can be up to $3,500 and be renewed over the 8 semesters you're with us or the 4 years. There may be some academic college-specific scholarships. So the College of Engineering and the College of Business Administration are 2 colleges that do have an additional application for their students to be considered for, as well as the Meyer School of Art. So if you're interested in applying for some of those scholarships, you might want to check in to see what those deadlines are, since they are a little bit different than the underrepresented and the private and named scholarship. The private and named is another application you can complete, and it just provides you with a lot of different or might match you up with a lot of different donor-based scholarships that have left very specific credentials for who they provide their finances to, or their scholarships to. So again, the Akron Guarantee Scholarship starts at $1,000 and can go all the way up to $7,500. Now that this is guaranteed, and so it's going to renew as long as you're making progress towards your degree. And then we also have an automatic scholarship upgrade. So as you make progress towards your degree after 30, 60, and 90 credit hours, we're not only going to renew that scholarship, we're going to give you more money. So we're going to give you $500, $750, and $1,000 after you complete those credits. So if, for example, you have a 3.0 cumulative GPA, you're getting $1,000 your first year. After you complete your first year and going into your second year, that $1,000 has turned into $1,500. And then it has turned into a little over $2,000, and then it's over $3,000 going into your senior year. And again, the Office of Academic and Retention Support provides assistance to students to ensure that they are receiving and renewing their scholarships, like this Akron Guarantee Scholarship or the Underrepresented Student Scholarship, in the future. So they're maintaining the minimum GPA and GPA as a returning or a continuing student in order to receive that scholarship. The FAFSA for our seniors is now available. So we do encourage our students to submit the FAFSA to us before the holidays, so that when we return from the holiday or winter break, we're able to start sending out financial aid notification letters. If you need any assistance or you have any questions about the FAFSA or just financial aid in general, you can go to the University of Akron Financial Aid website or reach out to me so that I can connect you with our financial aid office. We are able to assist students completing the FAFSA both in person and virtually. So if you have any questions or you need any help completing that, feel free to reach out to us and we'd be more than happy to assist. And then lastly, we have our tuition and fees. So this is for our academic year 2020-21, and you'll want to look at the non-Ohio resident on the right-hand side. Now, these are for a year. I know that it says the 12 to 18 credit hours per semester, so sometimes that messes people up, but the total amounts and everything like that are by year. The only thing for the semester is as long as you're taking between 12 and 18 credit hours to maintain full-time status, that would be your tuition for the year, and the room and board rates for the year. So you can see that our tuition and fees is for a year $15,500 for an out-of-state student. And again, if you have a 3.0 cumulative GPA, you're receiving the Akron Advantage Scholarship, which is $3,000, which again really closes the gap between in-state and out-of-state tuition. Since if you're receiving that scholarship, your tuition would be about $12,500, and our in-state tuition is $18,800. If you're receiving the Akron Advantage, again, you're also receiving the Akron Guarantee that ranges from anywhere 1,000 to 7,500, and our scholarships are not capped. So if you are receiving more scholarships past that $15,500 range, we will continue to award scholarships internally as well as accept outside scholarships from you that can go towards room and board. So once everything's said and done, because our housing rates vary due to where you're living on campus, our meal plans vary depending on which meal plan you want to select. Again, when everything is said and done, our tuition and fees is between $26,000 and $30,000 for tuition, fees, room, and board at the University of Akron. This also does include your parking pass even. So at the University of Akron, we will include your parking pass in your tuition and fees for a first-year student. So there's no additional cost for you to bring a car to campus. So if you want to bring a vehicle, you're more than welcome to do that. Here we have a list of our important dates. So right now we are right around that August 1st date. So we do encourage students to get that application in, submit their FAFSA pretty soon, and start working on that. And apply to the University of Akron before November 1st for priority admissions consideration as well as scholarship consideration. Now, the early action deadline is not binding. We are rolling admissions. So when we say early action, we just mean priority consideration for those scholarships and admission. But we might have some other deadlines that would apply outside of these important dates that I have listed here. Maybe to a specific living learning community, co-curricular program, major specific scholarships, and so on. So if you have any specific questions about these deadlines, you can feel free to reach out to me, and I'd be happy to see if there's any other individualized deadlines that you would need to be aware of. And here we have our social media contact information. So if you would like to follow us on social media, you can feel free to follow these handles here. I would encourage you to check out our Life as a Zip Instagram account. We do have daily student takeovers on the Instagram story during the week as well as the weekend, and it'll showcase the different student organizations that our students on campus are involved in. It might also include the different classes that they go to. Most of our students do provide the question bubble on the Instagram story, so if you have a specific question for a current student, you can always write in there, whether it's about getting a job on campus, about internships or job opportunities, residence life, or a wide variety of other concerns or questions that you might have about being a student at the University of Akron. And then again, they might show some stuff that they do or places that they go off campus. I constantly learn a lot about the Akron area just by following this account. So it is pretty cool that you can really follow along with what our students are doing, especially during the pandemic. A lot of students kind of want to know what our students are doing on campus, even though there might not be a ton of activities that we can do in large groups. So if you want to check out that account, it will continue to showcase what our students are doing in small group capacities as well. And then this is my contact information. Again, my name is Cassie Cunningham, and I'm the admission counselor that works with all students from the state of Illinois. So I'm the best contact person to reach out if you have any questions about the University of Akron. This is my email address as well as my cell phone number. You can feel free to contact me by reaching out by text or by call. And then you can also find my office number online too. But cell phone is really the best way to reach me. And I'm happy to assist in any way that I can. We are also offering a wide variety of virtual opportunities at the University of Akron, so you can check it out by going to uakron.edu/visit. And I did want to let you know we're offering some very small group opportunity visits in person too. So if you'd like to come out to check us out in person, you're more than welcome to do that. We have daily visits and information sessions, including a campus tour. And these are in Eastern Standard Time, but we have visits in person at 10 o'clock a.m., 12 o'clock p.m., and then again at 2 o'clock p.m. We also have some select evening sessions throughout October on certain Tuesdays and Thursdays that start at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we do, again, have a lot of different virtual opportunities. So we have some different academic sessions that we'll be hosting and spotlighting. So whether that's the honors program or the College of Business or biology or computer information systems, we have a lot of different ones that are coming up online that you can register for to learn more from our faculty members. We also have a weekly student-led virtual campus tour every Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time via Zoom. So if you want to see what our campus looks like virtually, the student will speak over our pre-recorded campus tour video. So you can still see what our campus looks like and hear from the student perspective and ask a wide variety of questions that you might have to one of our current students. His name is Tyrone. He's from Columbus, Ohio. And then we do have just general information sessions throughout the week as well, very similar to what you've received here today. So again, if I can help in any way that I can, you can feel free to reach out to me. This is, again, my contact information. I'm happy to connect you with any individuals virtually in any type of personalized virtual meeting as well. If you'd prefer to just hear from our academic areas individually, I can set up a one-on-one virtual appointment with our faculty as well. So thank you guys so much for joining me this evening to learn a little bit more about the University of Akron. It was great chatting with you and sharing why the University of Akron is such a special place to me and why I think that it would be a great fit for you. So feel free to reach out with any questions. But again, thank you so much for joining me. And again, my name is Cassie Cunningham.
Thanks so much, Cassie. Looks like we don't have any questions, but I do want to make sure that you know our housekeeping items as we close the session out. There will be a quick survey that you can do for question survey once we close the window here. Also, this is one of many sessions. Again, just to remind you to be sure to sign up for additional sessions at IACAC.org. In about a week, you'll be able to find the session recording as well as all the other session recordings at IACAC.org as well. Thank you so much again for participating and have a good evening. Bye.